Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. Sir, I rise to reflect on the Honorable President's address. Sir, the address reflects India's confident assertion and transition into the second phase of 21st century with emphasis on technology-led growth, infrastructure expansion and inclusive development. Sir, while I represent the state of Andhra Pradesh, this vision aligns with the state's dual character as a technology hub and agrarian coastal economy. Sir, the Honorable President's address deals with all these aspects with sufficient detail. Sir, I wanted to focus on one aspect that the Honorable President's address refers to, the government moving forward on the path of reforms express. Sir, in the reforms express that the government is embarked on, I find, sir, that there are certain other bogies that may need to be attached to this particular express. Sir, while various areas have been covered, I wanted to focus on 2 or 3 specific areas. The first one is on technology and digital economy. Sir, India's progress in the digital economy is evident from the electronics production crossing 11 lakh crore rupees, smartphone exports exceeding 1 lakh crores in early 25-26. Large-scale AI skilling creates significant opportunities for southern states like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana that host IT, GCC, electronics and data center ecosystems. Sir, however, the expansion has exposed certain structural gaps. India's national cyber security policy dates back to 2013, which predates the scale of cloud computing, data centers and AI-driven systems, critical digital public infrastructure, underscoring the need for a modernized cyber security framework. At the same time, sir, the industry estimates point to a substantial shortage of skilled professionals in emerging areas such as cyber security, artificial intelligence, semiconductor design, and advanced electronics, despite ongoing training initiatives. Sir, I note with satisfaction that the Honorable President's address refers to the necessity of increasing the skilling and also providing for education in these sectors from an earlier stage. Sir, the second area that I wanted to speak on specifically is with regard to the agricultural policy. So these are the areas that I think largely remain while they have been covered in some other aspects, sir, some certain other aspects that have not been touched upon or something that I wanted to speak on. Sir, I think there is a specific need for India to quickly adopt and move towards an agricultural policy. Sir, we have a large percentage of our population still dependent on agriculture. Agriculture contributes, sir, now increasingly reducing share to the state, to the country's GDP, but the large extents of population continue to depend on agriculture. Sir, we find that in the agricultural policy that we have, while the address refers complementarily to the increase in the rise in production of grains, sir, I find that a lot of these grains which are being produced are something that are even beyond the consumption capacity of the country, and a lot of them are being diverted for processing ethanol and also for other things. Sir, I think a cost-benefit analysis may need to be done with regard to the agricultural policy, and we should have a long-term led agricultural policy with regard to what would suit the country's interests best. Sir, then women-led development also finds a part. Sir, we find, especially in south of India, sir, where the population is aging faster, while this has been on the anvil of government's developmental plan, we need to augment the workforce, which can only be done very quickly if more women are brought into the workforce to add to the productivity level of the population. Sir, I find that while we have had some basic small schemes in relation to bringing women into this development of employment programs, I think something more needs to be done. Sir, if India is to progress on the reforms express, so one area that has not been touched upon is the necessity of judicial reforms. Sir, we may have made some changes in relation to the penal laws. Sir, as I have been seeing the practice of those penal laws, I have not seen a great difference with regard to how it affected the actual performance of those laws in the country. Sir, we will need to make many more changes apart from, while the process of decriminalizing is welcome. Sir, there are several judicial reforms that need to be brought in, because if India is to move towards Viksit Bharat, we need to give an air of certainty in legal dealings to people who want to come into India, or the businesses within India when they are dealing in business transactions. So what we find is there is still a lot of hesitation with regard to contractual certainty in India. Sir, I think steps will need to be done for the purpose of ensuring that we do something very quickly. So two very quick fix solutions can be, if we make costs compulsory. When two parties litigate, sir, one party benefits by delaying. We find that several people are going to court understanding that they don't have a case, but they know they will be able to delay the matters in court. If we are able to come up with some mechanism which says that if someone is coming to the court without a good case or is dragging on the proceedings, like it happens in most developing countries, we need to provide for compulsory costs which will be approximating to the actual costs apart from penalty. This will incentivize people to litigate, honor contracts, which will bring about certainty in the economy. Sir, also, so one other area with regard to providing and ensuring the stability, sir, I am submitting, sir, that law and order would play a large part. It is the center's responsibility to ensure that while states are operating the law and order in their independent spheres, if any particular state is transgressing this law and order situation and resulting in chaos like it is happening currently in the state of Andhra Pradesh, sir, something would need to be done to ensure that this politicking at a state level should not disturb the economic stability and the progress of the state. Sir, from the state of Andhra Pradesh, I call upon the central government to look at the current law and order situation in the state of Andhra Pradesh and please bring it to order soon so that Andhra Pradesh can embark and continue on a growth journey. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Niranjan Reddy garu. Next is Honorable Member Ms. Sulata Devi.
My